Hey guys, so I wanted to do a little video on the shirts that I put together. I wanted to go ahead and prep them all to have them all done so I can just sew them. I am going to be auctioning off on Whatnot this upcoming weekend. So obviously it'll be my first time. I don't know much about Whatnot, so we'll see how I do and if I continue to sell on there or not. So, several of these are my absolute favorite. I have this one. This is a nice light baby bluish looking with some cream color and some red. So that is a favorite. I also have, where is that other one? Where'd the other one go? Oh, this one. No, it's not this one. It's this one. Sorry, guys. There's so much. So I've got this one. This is green, and it looks like orange and some red and stuff in it. So I do love this one. This is another favorite of mine, but I really love that baby blue one. So my goal for this is to get these all cut, get them ready so that all I have to do is just run through and sew and just change my thread, and just get these all lined up so that I can match my shirt presses, or not shirt presses, but my decals and stuff that I'm going to press on the shirt. I have a few that I think would look good on some of these. So with that being said, let's get started. So if you missed my live that I did where I did the Christmas shirt, I kind of go in depth in that video. Look at this thing. Is it already coming undone? That's what I get for trying to makeshift something. I think that screw is going to pop right on out. I just need to get a clothing rack. Yikes. I got a zip tie holding that bottom piece in. So in that video, I do go in depth as far as how you cut your shirt. So this is a woman's medium. Let me see if I can just move this out of the way. I tried. So this is a woman's medium. This fits me pretty good. It's pretty fitting. I would be more comfortable in a large, but this is pretty fitting. The corresponding shirt to go with this is a woman's medium as well. So if I wanted to make this a large fit, when I'm cutting the shirt down, I'm going to cut closer. I'm going to cut closer to the shoulder here. So if I wanted it to be smaller and more fitting, I would cut closer to the neck. So then this would then go from like a medium to a small, or it'd go from a medium to a large if I came on the outside. And you do the same here. So for this being a medium, when I put it with that shirt, I would do the same. So if I wanted a larger loose fit, I would cut here. If I want, no, I'm sorry, I would cut close to the neck because this is attaching to the inner shirt. So you would cut closer to the shoulder for larger and closer to the neckline for larger on this one. Now smaller, you would do neckline, you would do the opposite. Neckline on the t-shirt, shoulder on the flannel. Okay, so for this one, make sure your seams are all lined up. Your shirt is nice and flat. I don't know where my other thing went. So I'm just going to meet in the middle on this one, and I'm going to come right in the middle of the shoulder line. All right, so we've got about an inch from collar, from, the neckline. It's got about an inch there and an inch there. So here's the inside of the shirt. Sometimes it's difficult when the flannels, the back of it is not flat like this. Some of the flannels are bunched up. So if that's the case, you're not using the inside part. So just kind of straighten it out as much as you can. But these tees are really forgiving. So there is a pocket on this shirt. So I do need to seam rip that real quick. Some of the shirts, it's really cute to sew the pocket back on, and it's like half on the flannel and then half on the shirt. So I'm gonna go ahead and seam rip this real quick. That literally took no time at all. I probably should have filmed it. So I'm just gonna throw my little pocket in my scrap basket, and then we're gonna finish cutting. So I'm making sure that my seams over here are lined up, and this is all flat up here. Now I don't want such, well, it ain't for me, but I don't know. I think what we'll do is we're gonna cut this bad boy when it's in such a perfect position that all I have to do is line my ruler up with the line on the flannel. So, and you can always flip back and see, is it corresponding with the back? And this one about near is. So this flannel, oh my gosh, it is the softest flannel I have felt. Really hold this up for y'all. Okay, so there's the back. You can see, yeah, I didn't quite right line up. And then the front, that one's pretty on. So now let's do the other side. All right, so the same thing, gonna line up the shoulders. Now this one, unfortunately, is not in line like that, like this side was. So I'm simply gonna match up the front here, shoulder seam, and match that up there. And it looks like I'm gonna be right in the middle of this whole row here. Okay, so back, front. And you know what? I should have done, I can go back and add it. I should have kept the tail because I loved the Christmas tee with the tail. Now I could cut this at this seam here, and I can make rows. Like I could probably cut this in half, and then what could I utilize from here? And then I could use, so I could cut 4 of these. So I'll have this one, and then probably even 3 from here. And I could do ruffles on the bottom of that t-shirt. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. On to the next shirt. Let's do my pretty baby blue. I don't know why, but this kind of reminds me of like George Strait or maybe Dwight Yoakam. I don't know, but I love it. Okay. I should have filmed me seam ripping that other shirt because it literally took a minute and I could have just sped it up. So let's see how long this one will take. This had 2 pockets on it. And not just a simple pocket, a pocket with a flap. Okay, here we are, and then we're gonna have that little tail on the back. Yes, I want to show you this plum one. Now this shirt was $8. Crazy. And then this is a little funky. That. And it's got like, it's washed out. So here's the one that has the ruffle here. Four more to do. I'm just going to take a quick break real quick. My youngest should be here probably any minute now. That's why I kept looking up out the window to see if she was here. So once she gets here and stuff, then I'll finish doing all these shirts and stuff once she's settled for bed and everything. So good morning, guys. Wow, did you hear that in my voice? So last night after my daughter got home, we made dinner, got ready for bed. Before you know it, it was like 9:30, and I was falling asleep in bed with her. So I didn't finish the shirts last night. I figured we could do that today. So I'm just gonna make my morning matcha, and then we will get to working on the shirts. I don't like my hair like this. I don't know. Nice matcha latte. That's funny. All right, let's go get this. We're fixing the table. Okay. Let me scooch y'all on back. I figured what we could do is just zip tie the heck out of it. So I'm thinking this is not gonna work because even if I tighten it, ooh, hold on a second. I think I know what we're gonna do. Crisscross applesauce. I think y'all are still a little further away. Okay. Let's see here. There is a hole here in this arm, which means I won't be able to fold the table. So that's okay because I need the table. Okay. So I'm thinking if I just put this, hello? Okay. Here. Right here. Daggum, I'm gonna need a lot of zip ties for this. All right. Here. Okay, I think because then that will keep this up, but then that's not going to work because yeah, that's not going to work. Do I tighten this down? Because I don't want to break this table for a makeshift hanger. And there's like no other way over here that I can hang this up. If anyone has any advice, or I could get a shirt rack, but I don't want to pay for that right now. So if anyone has any ideas of a more free way to get a shirt rack, I thought this was such a good idea. I was so proud of myself. Now look at me, sitting on the floor, zip tying it. The audacity. Well, you know what? She's gonna have to work. One, we have, I know I did some where I kept the tail on the shirt. So two, we have, and then I have, I think two that we're keeping pockets on. So three. So I think two with tails, two with pockets. I just absolutely adore these two. Oh no. Why do I have, oh, because this one we're going to do the ruffle on. That's right. Okay. So I'm getting my memory back in check here, even though this was just last night. Goodness. All right. So what did I say? Four. Do y'all see how bad my memory is? This is crazy. Like, this is scary. Absolutely scary. I can't remember things from 5 minutes ago. All right. Let me recount this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5. Now this one is actually going to be for my daughter. So I'm going to finish this shirt first. And, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to finish that shirt first. Here's number 6. I'm being serious about my memory. Like, an old client of mine when I worked at in the animal hospital told me, yeah, you should take some brain vitamins. And I'm like, chemically processed, lab produced medication for your brain. I don't think so. That makes me so nervous. Of course, I haven't looked into it, but it's just scary considering everything that's going on right now. But we won't get into that topic. Okay, now I've lost count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shirts all ready to go. And then we just have 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 shirts total. We have 4 more to do. So let's move on to this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put, now this one is supposed to be a dress. So this is actually a pajama top. And it's very long. Like, I feel like it's a flannel dress. That's kind of what it looks like because it's a small and it's very long. This shirt is extremely wide. It has slits down the middle. So what I wanted to do is turn it into that is god awfully a huge slit. Look at that. That goes all the way up to the arm. Goodness gracious. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this shirt inside of this, and then I'm going to cut it that way. And I'm going to see how it turns out, because if that works exactly the same, I mean, I don't see why not, unless you're trying to size it. If you're trying to, like, you have a small flannel and a small shirt and you need like a medium, and the flannel needs to be cut differently than the shirt, I can see where this wouldn't work, but I'm being hopeful that this will save some time and I can just cut on down both shirts at once. All right, so the piece we don't want, dang, that came out pretty even there. So scrap bin. All right, so here's our one side, looks normal. Maybe the back. Oh, I forgot. Oh, cool. This shirt has pockets. So the back is looking a little bit thinner than what I wanted. which that's unfortunate, but so here's one piece. A reveal. See how straight this is. Okay, ain't too bad. That's not the piece we care about, but okay. Daggum, that's even skinnier. What the heck? I don't know, y'all. What did I do wrong? Is this so... Oh my word. Look at that, how it bows out. Okay, so we're not doing this again because I really want this to be cute. And look at that. What? How does that even happen? So I think what I'll do... I don't like that at all. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right here on this black line, and I'm going to go all the way down. And what I'm going to do is sew, I don't know. I am not happy with how this turned out. And I shouldn't have done it because this is something I wanted to try. This is going to be tiny. Tiny. Where's the front? Oh my goodness. This is going to be like a child-sized. What did I do? All right, let's just see. Like, oh my gosh. I totally, look at this. Oh, I'm really mad right now. I know I said I didn't really care about this one, but now that I think about it and it had pockets and everything. All right, so this piece is gonna go here. This makes me mad. Why did I do this? Why didn't y'all stop me from doing this? What side are you? Come on. Front, back. What are you? Front. Jeez, I'm really mad right now. I cannot believe that. I'm sure y'all are like, well, I yelled at you through the TV. Well, note to self, don't ever do that again. But it don't look bad, but you can clearly see. Like, I literally have no room here. This is going straight to the neck. This, I mean, I can sew to the neck, but like the back, we've got probably 1, 2, 3 inches. 1, 2, maybe 2.5, 3 inches. This side, and it gets skinnier down here. Oh my gosh, it's even like, I'm really annoyed right now. Like, is the front even lined up? I shouldn't have done this. You know what? They're forgiving, right? I always say these shirts are very forgiving. So, see, I'm glad I didn't try it on this because I really like this. Okay, let's see. scrap basket. This is an old Halloween sweater, and I think I'm gonna look for a brown flannel. I'm probably gonna take this shirt with me thrifting and see if I can find a brown flannel. The black just isn't doing it, and I don't like this. Like, it's very stiff. Um, so yeah. All right, we've got all of our shirts cut. We have 11 shirts total. One I may have to like scrap or something. We've got the plan for, I think 3 have ruffles. One of those has the tail and ruffle. We've got 2 tails, maybe 3. Um, so I will get those all set up, and then I'll get my thread all in order. And then my next video, I will just do kind of, I guess, an ASMR or whatever of me just going through, sewing all the shirts and just going through, changing thread. So be on the lookout for that video. And to thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all learned a little bit too. I know I mentioned my live a couple of times that I had last week. Of course, this is July of 2026. And I did have a live where I did my Christmas shirt. I am going to take that video. I already downloaded it, so I'm going to try to turn it into a video. It's going to be kind of weird because it was live. So I might just take like snippets out of it and make it a video so that y'all can see. But yeah, so I'll post that, and then yeah, just hit that subscribe button, like my page, follow me on Facebook. I do have Instagram. I personally love Instagram for my personal account, but for my business account, it seems like Facebook has more traffic. I can reach more of y'all through Facebook. So follow me on Facebook. I do have my website. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.